serious. Battle City in the back just vibing. Every tactic hit that timing. The gaffers all try fiving. Scoreboard shining, they're all silence. Why he more and Luke, Abby, they tried. Every single one got left behind. Holy ass, how we do that? We just laugh and turn it right back. Darius running the show. 3 crowns, 1 hero. Mighty soft park, Darlington Road. Battle City out of control. We go up, up for the greatest. Sing it loud. Make the ground shake. Yeah, Darius running the show. Darius, 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 let them know. Going up front, that first touch ruthless, top ends hit, crowd move toothless, Starboy shining, neck keep losing, hands to head, whole stand booming, Rose last dance in the Salt Park colors, every tackle hit that thunder, final whistle, tears and wonder, legend walking out to thunder, Raheem Morinuk, Avi they tried, whole career they watched this rise, every check got one clear name, all world know who runs this game, Darius running the show. Let them know. For D we sing till the floodlights die. One more win, one more night. Raise that scarf, paint the sky. Darius running the show. 3 crowns, 1 go. It's all gone, Darlington Road. Little city out of control. We go up, we start right, run to this flag. We are the world champion. Darius, 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 let them know.
Hello and welcome to the FA Cup final. I was like, oh my God, I was going to say FPL Game Week 37 Watchalong, but it's not a Game Week 37 Watchalong. It's the FA Cup final. We're here. I've just literally finished watching Hearts versus Celtic, and I tell you what, that was a cracking game of football. So I'm hoping that this is going to be the exact same thing. I'm just sorry, bear with me, folks. I'm just quietly putting on a little bit of a bet here on the side. This is what I want to do. Sorry. You caught me off guard here. I was like, I didn't expect the song to end that quickly, but it ended, and here we are. And hopefully the internet looks pretty good tonight. That's good. That's a good sign. Yeah, so here we are, and I'm just trying to work out whether this is a bet I want to do. Hold on. Over 2.5 goals. Both teams to score. João Pedro score assist. Erling Haaland to score assist. Cole Palmer to have one shot on target. João Pedro shot on target. Haaland shot on target. Marmoush shot on target. Oh, where's the corners? Where are the corners? I'm got over 8.5 corners. I knew there was something missing in this bet. Hold on. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Where's my corners? We're all about the corners. Stuff the DC. D-Unit's all about the corners here. Where are we at? There, over 8.5 corners. There we go. That looks a bit better. There we go. I should do some cards as well. There's 100% going to be over 2.5 cards. Where's the card markets? Card markets over 2.5 cards. Wow. Over 2.5 cards, 271. What? Under 2.5 cards, $1.40. Are they basically saying the ref's going to let whatever go? That's hard to believe. Surely there's going to be. I mean, this is Man City playing. Man City like bookings. I think that I don't know what they're on about there. If there's no bookings in this game, I'll be bloody amazed. I'm going to put over 1.5 cards. We're going to go for 2 cards in this game. Over 8.5 corners. That's looking a bit better, folks. I like the odds on that one a lot better. It's whack that in there. There we go. That looks, but this comes in, I'm going to be very happy. It's probably not. It's okay. It's part of the bonus. But anyway, I don't know what's going on with Kukurea. It does look like he's playing a little bit out of position. We're about to have God Save the King, I think. Should D-Unit do a rendition of God Save the King? God save. Oh, I missed a bit. God save our King. Be victorious, happy and glorious. Reign over us. God save the King. Come on, United. Oh, shit, they're not playing. I'm sorry, folks. It's Chelsea versus Man City. Let's get into it. D-Units are finally up and about. Took me a little bit of a while to get going there. Hopefully you didn't hear that come through the speakers. But, yeah, here we are. Did you get Kukurea into the FPL? No, I did not. No. But, yeah, this should hopefully be a good game of football to watch. I always enjoy watching the FA Cup. Sometimes it's a boring game. I actually think that the teams that have been picked in today's game mean that it might not be that boring. Sanchez is wearing a bloody... he's wearing what they wear in the AFL when they've had concussions over and over. What is it? Like a helmet, a concussion helmet. That's what he's pretty much wearing out there. Anyways, let's go for the team lineups. Sorry, that's been a bit all over the place to begin with here. So for for Chelsea, it is Robert Sanchez in goal, Colwill, Fofana, Hato, and Gusto in a back four. It's Enzo Fernandez in it's Caicedo and Reece James in the midfield 2. Cole Palmer in the 10. I'm assuming, actually, no, it's Cole Palmer off the right, Enzo Fernandez in the 10, and Kukurea at left wing. That's not something I thought I'd be uttering the words of, and João Pedro leading the line. On the bench for Chelsea, it's Santos, Adebayo, Tosin, that is. Chalobah got dropped to the bench. Unlucky, buddy. Delap, Sugo, Pedro Neto's on the bench. Jorgensen, Arachapong, and old mate Garnacho stealing a living there on the bench there. For Man City, it is Trafford in goal, which has been the customary throughout the FA Cup run. O'Reilly's at left back. Gahey and Kushinov resume their they continue their partnership at centre back. Mateus Nunes starts at right back. In the middle, it is Rodri. Rodri is fit and is starting here with Bernardo Silva next to him. On the left, it's Doku. Marmoush has kicked Cherki out of the lineup here. He lines up in the 10. Semenyo off the right. And Erling Haaland leads the line. Interesting lineup. Not going to lie, some interesting stuff there. So, yeah, let's have a look at I'm excited for this game. I have a sneaky suspicion it's not going to be as one-sided to Man City as a lot of people probably think it is. For what it's worth, I can't believe I'm saying it. I'm becoming a rent boy for the day. Just because Luke, one of my admins in the chat, he is a Chelsea fan. And look, I'm a Man United fan. There's no way in hell I could be sitting here supporting Manchester City in a game like this. So I'm all on board the Chelsea bandwagon today. Anything to see Pep denied another trophy, I'm all for it. As much as I despise Chelsea in general, I'm here for it. So, yeah, let's hope that that's how it goes down. Realistically, is that how it's going to go down? I'm not 100%. So I'm just quickly sharing this one last place. Bear with us a second. FA Cup Watchalong. Let's go. I tell you what, if I come in and this bet comes in again today and I'm sitting there barracking corners again, I've lost the plot. I'm giving up on life if that happens. Actually, I take that back. That doesn't sound very good. That's not something YouTube would recommend to be saying, so let's just not say that, you idiot. Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be a good game. Darren England's a bloody ref. This dude literally gave Arsenal the title last week and he's the ref of the FA Cup. You know that the game is rigged when this idiot is involved. He is incompetent. He's useless. How is he a referee? I actually think that they should employ me to sit on VAR because I would have turfed that out the back the wazoo there. All right, Chelsea are doing their little huddle, pre-game huddle. Not around the ball this time, which is good to see because that was quite embarrassing when they were doing that. Man City are just sitting there going, come on, boys, you guys are crap. Let's get on with the game. I'm here. I'm ready. Let's go. this should be hopefully an exciting watch along with a little bit of luck. I'm probably going to overheat at some point. I was cold, and now that I've gone live, I'm starting to heat up because the adrenaline is starting to roll with me because we are live. So here we go. All right, Cole Palmer's going to get us up and running. Let's get this show on the road. It's been a big night in British football in general. Celtic coming from behind to beat Hearts 3-1. Cracking game of football that. And Cole Palmer has just got us underway in the FA Cup final. Hopefully this game lives up to the same thing. Also, I don't know why that didn't start because I just pressed start and it didn't start. Okay, the timer is not responding, folks. I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the... do not know what's going on with the timer. It just does not want to work. Okay, I don't know what's going on with the timer. Sorry, folks. Yeah, it doesn't want to work. So here we are. It's the first half anyway. I have no idea. That's the first time that's ever happened. It just will not start the timer. That is very bizarre. Why is that not working? Yeah, it does not want to work. I can't get it to work. Why is that not working? How about if I just go custom count up? Let's go bloody 1 minute and see what happens then. Okay, let's go start now. It just doesn't want to work. I've never seen this happen. It must be a bug with the app. Sorry, there's no timer. I can't even do anything about that. Unfortunately, it is the first half. You're just going to have to bear with me. Yeah, bizarre. I can't get the timer up on the screen. It will not work. The referee's a wanker. I love that. I love that. That's brilliant. Man City, Chelsea have started fairly comfortably here the first minute and a half into the game. Yeah, I can't believe the timer's not working. There's actually nothing I can do about that. There's I'm pressing start and it's not doing anything. So, alas, no timer. We're just going to roll with it and hope for the best. I don't even know how. I'm trying to think of a workaround that doesn't involve me using the Streamlabs timer that does not want to start for whatever reason. That's so weird. Good morning, Chili. How are you, buddy? You wonder today, is Gary watching this game? Yes, Gary is watching the game. For what it's worth, he's actually in front of a TV and he's got this game of football on. So that is a big up for Gary, finally watching a game of football. No, Nightmare benched Rodgers and he sold Watkins for Osula. So that kind of sums up, as I was saying before, that kind of sums up me and Nightmare's season. We've had good players. We've just been... we've been cruelled by just incompetence on our part more than anything. Sanchez in a helmet just looks weird. For what it's worth, he just looks weird. Big man car. The timer's been legit. I don't understand why the timer's not working. I wish I could get it going, folks, but I'm going to keep trying. But I don't know why it's not working. Click to learn more. Well, I think what's happened is the timer's updated, and it's just not working. Click to learn more. I'm clicking and nothing's happening. Bizarre. Yeah, it just does not want to work. I'm still going to try, but... Save settings. Just doesn't want to work. Sorry. I wish I could get it to work. Just says ready to go. I'm like, oh, actually, hold on. You know what? Maybe we can do this. Hold on. I'm just going to quickly try this. I'm going to get it off. I'm going to try and reboot it up manually. See if that works. Yep. Oh, that looks bad. Now it's all the way over there. Let's see if I can get it working from that. It doesn't want to work. It's just, there's something wrong with the app. Yeah. Sorry, folks. I'm just going to move that behind. Yeah, I have no idea why it's not why it's not working. Anyway, it is what it is. We've just got to roll with it. Another chef hit from Nightmare, hopefully. Oh man, me and Nightmare have both been unlucky. Definitely, like it's so weird. Last year, me and Nightmare were really lucky. Like the way we play is different to a lot of other people. And last year we had the luck on our side. This year, it's like we've just had the opposite season of what we had last year. And like you got to kind of laugh about it at some point, like because it's just one of those things. I'm getting so hot now that I've started streaming. I was so cold before. I had the hood on. I was like this, watching the Hearts Celtic game, like going, oh, I can't get warm enough. Now I've started streaming. And I'm like, I can't get cool enough. Bizarre. 1 in 100 days. Old Doug won today. He did. Who would have thought Watkins would score a brace? I mean, and get an assist. I mean, Kukurea down the left-hand side here. He's got the wrong side of Mateus Nunes. Mateus Nunes gets back, bundles him over, and the referee says that's play on. Pretty good defending there. I mean, Mateus Nunes is a pretty physical defender. Considering the size of him, he literally just turfed Kukurea on his ass then and left him on the grass. I don't think he's still here, Murat. I had to break it to you, mate. Kukurea left wing, bizarre. I actually don't. I'm trying to work out what Chelsea are playing here. Part of me thinks that they're playing a back five, but they're not because Reece James is definitely in midfield, so that can't be happening. It's a weird formation that Chelsea are playing. I'm trying to figure it out. There's no way Kukurea is playing on the left wing. Like, that is just not happening. It's like he's almost playing at a left wing back, but there's... So if Kukurea went back into the back line, that means that... Who are the other backs? I can tell you what's happening. Chelsea are playing a back five. It's not a forward three. So it's Kukurea at what looks like a left wing back role. Hato is the left centre back. Fofana and Colwill in the other centre-back position. Semenyo darting into the box. Chance of Mamouche! Technically, that's a shot on target. That should be the tick for that one, I would have thought. It wasn't a really great shot. It was kind of like a flick at goal more than a shot, but it was definitely a movement on target, should I say. Definitely on target. Just it wasn't really a very good shot, but it's definitely on target, and he kicked it, so that should count, hopefully, towards the bet. Yeah, so it looks like Kukurea is playing like a left wing-back type of role, Hato left centre-back. Then it's Fofana and Colwill in the other centre-back positions. Then it's Gusto, what I'm assuming is right wing-back. And then it all gets a little bit funky. So it's like Caicedo's sitting in front of him, João Pedro's in the 9, and then Palmer's off the right, and Enzo Fernandez is just floating around in the middle / slightly left. It's a very bizarre... I mean, that's how they're setting up defensively. I'm not sure if that's... I mean, when they go forward, Kukurea is just bombing forward. I agree with that, but he's not playing left wing. He's doing a lot of defending. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're doing the Amarin system. We'll have to wait and see. Cherky getting benched is interesting. I mean, he got benched against the Crystal Palace, and he's been benched again today. I mean, this is... He must have done something that Pep doesn't like, because Pep was loving him. Pep was playing him like 90 minutes, and then now he's benched him 2 games in a row. I'm like, what's he done? What's he done that's irked Pep? Was he at fault for anything that happened in the Everton game? That's all I can think of. Did he do something in the Everton game where potentially he's cocked it up or whatever? Semenyo's gone for one of the worst free kicks I've ever seen from that far out. I don't know why he was ever thinking he was going to... Oh, Cole Palmer gets there in front of Kushnov, but Kushnov comes across and wins the throw-in. Reece James is DMCM. Yeah, he is. It's, as I said, it's a bizarre... It's just a bizarre setup, what's going on there. It's, don't know what else to say other than the fact that it's just a little bit bizarre. Yeah, bizarre. Really bizarre. Wow. The bids for the legendary auctions today are through the roof. Just checking them out. I was like, far out. They're all over 0.2 already. All right, anyways. Man City. Marmouche has picked the ball up out to Doku here on the left-hand side. It's the first time we've seen Doku get the ball. He plays it into O'Reilly. O'Reilly gets the cut back, but it's well blocked there by the retreating Fofana, who gets his body in the way, and Man City win the first corner of the game. Now, D-Unit needs over 8.5 corners again today. That's the first of 9 corners that we need. If it's the Amarin system in preparation of Chelsea bringing in Amarin, there's no way they're going to bring in Amarin. Surely not. Cherky may have insulted Pep's barber or something. Yeah, that's also a possibility. Doku doing a couple... I mean, he's getting double-teamed over there. There's not really much chance. He's still got a ball in. A great ball. It's across to Rodri. Haaland goes up, tries to fetch it. He gives away the foul of a high boot in the air. I mean, it was definitely a free kick for a high boot. It wasn't offside. How was he offside? That's definitely a high boot. How's Kushinov so fast or he looks slow? Very good question, Murat. He's a bit like me. I don't look like a fast bloke. Well, I'm not a fast bloke anymore. I'm 39 years old. I'll take that back. I'm not fast anymore. But when I was like 27, I looked a lot like Kushinov, but I moved really quick. I was very quick. I actually could run just over a 10-second 100 meters back when I was a teenager. But you wouldn't believe it. I don't have the body of a sprinter. It's just I think it was like the way my body disposition is. I've got really like big tree trunk legs, and I feel like all the power just came from them. Crazy bet today, Man City win. JP 2 shots on target to score. O'Reilly to score. Haaland, Palmer to score. Assist 3+ corners. 185 won it. That's actually that outrageous, to be honest. Semenyo out to Mateus Nunes. Mateus Nunes tries to show the old 1-2 to Kukurea. Kukurea gets in there and shows him his hair and says, "Do you want to pull it?" Mateus Nunes says, "No, I do not want to pull it." Gets the ball back. Plays it out to Semenyo. Back to Nunes, and now we retreat back to Rodri. Yeah. Adama Traore, for what it's worth, that dude is a beast. Like, when he's moving, he's just a human Hulk. It's actually surprising he's as quick as he is. Here we go. Mark Gahey picks up the ball, plays it out harmlessly there to nowhere. No goal there. Yeah, definitely a good shout there for sure. Crispy hasn't got back to me. I'm trying to buy this bloody forward, and the dude's on a cruise ship. I reckon he's lost thing. I just sent a message to my mate. Unfortunately, when I was growing up, one of my close mates from the UK, Craig, when I was growing up in Perth, I worked at Woolworths with him, which is like a supermarket. If you're in the UK, it used to be some sort of a hardware store, I think, or something like that. Me and him used to hang out all the time when we were like 15 to like 21, 22, give or take, like 7 years. I went to his wedding. And unfortunately, his old man just passed away this past week, like 62 years old, like completely out of the blue, complete shock. It's kind of rocked me a little bit. I've just been talking to him tonight and just like I'm like, I kind of hope that Chelsea win for him, because he was a mad Chelsea fan. Like me and Craig were mad Man United fans, but he was a Chelsea fan. So Ian, if you're up there, mate, thinking of you, bless you, and I hope Chelsea can get the win for you today. Guess he's got anonymous boosting power thanks to his muscles. Yeah, legit. Yeah. So, yeah, I've been a little bit I've been a little bit off. I feel like that's why I was so off on Friday. When I did my team selection video, I just wasn't in the mood really to make a video. I was just like, yeah, you can get it out, because I've been doing it all season. But yeah, I wasn't in the best mood. It's rare that I get rocked as well, but it was very bizarre. I mean, me and Craig used to go with his dad to play indoor football all the time. And we used to sit there and complain. We had this crappy ref that would always ref us, and he'd just be talking smack all the time, and I'd be like, yeah, it was good. So like, now that Chelsea are playing, I really kind of want Chelsea to win tonight for him more than anything else, and also my good mate back in Perth. I used to give him crap about being a rent boy too, so. Semenyo actually got in a really good position there, played it across the box, but no one was actually interested in getting on the end of it. Man City definitely enjoyed the majority of possession. I feel like Chelsea could actually cut City apart on the counter-attack if they actually get these balls right. I mean, early doors, some of the play forward, João Pedro almost got in kind of before, but like it has been predominantly Man City-based possession in the first 14, 15 minutes here. 14 minutes, what I'm on about. Crispy needs to get some bloody internet so I can actually ask him what's going on here with his thing. Still hasn't responded. He hasn't checked. It's like he's just away. Bizarre. I still can't believe that Pep rotated this whole team, man, for this game. I kind of get it, but I also don't like it. I feel like this is a team we'll get against Bournemouth, so like that's why I played O'Reilly and Nunes in FPL. My mate Murat, Ian Smith. Good bloke. Actually, let's ask the chat who we reckon's going to win in this game. All right. All right, let's go Chelsea. Marmoush trying to get in behind, but Sanchez is out reading the danger. You know what the good thing is like I know that Chelsea did a bit of a weird short corner before, which was a bit weird, but I mean, as long as they're not pissing around with it, I mean, I feel like that's Chelsea's biggest weakness. Just don't. Sanchez is a good goalkeeper. As soon as you ask him to start mucking around with it at the back with that Chelsea defence that can't so non-press resistant, it just ends up equaling goals for the opposition. So hopefully we don't see too much of it today. I think that the smart tactic would be just hoof it up the field and try and fight for the second ball. I mean, you got Moises Caicedo against Rodri, which should be a pretty good battle in midfield. I think that you just got to try and just work the second ball and not worry too much about the first one. I get traffic because I know. The Marmoush one's an interesting one. For what it's worth, I did think that was a little bit of a surprise selection. I was not expecting Marmoush. If anything, I was thinking that Foden might get a start rather than Marmoush, because Foden looked electric on a midweek. Like, he was brilliant, like all over the place, got a couple of assists, and just pretty much looked unplayable. And then now he's back on the bench. I'm like, really? I was like, if anyone was going to miss out, if Turkey was going to miss out, I would have said it would have been Phil Foden starting, not Marmoush. I'm a little bit surprised Marmoush is starting, but hey, Pep quite often outthinks himself in these kind of things, so we'll have to wait and see. Darren England's telling Kukurea to settle down, otherwise he's going to pull his hair instead. How is that the poll appears before you've done typing? No idea. Maybe because of the fact that there's a slight delay with the video coming on through YouTube. That's all I can put it down to, because that actually makes no sense. Did I finish putting the poll in before I pressed enter? I mean, that is pretty crazy, but yeah, maybe it is. Maybe I'm just doing some weird stuff going in and out of the future, using my transportation powers. Why is Man City playing much along Semenyo wing and not the other wings? Good question. I feel like it's the way that Chelsea is set up. Maybe they think that there's more of a weakness out there. Maybe they think Malik Gusto's a better defender. I feel like Chelsea are kind of guarding their right-hand side a bit more. I mean, they've got O'Reilly/Doku out there, which I would say arguably is probably more of a threat than what Mateus Nunes/Semenyo is. That would be my gut read. Maybe Chelsea is setting up to funnel them out that way. Otherwise, there's not really much explanation as to why they keep going down the other side. But Man City have not been able to create a hell of a lot here through the first 18 minutes. It's gone out for yet another goal kick. Let's see what Chelsea do with this one. Red card, Darren England. Time travelling. Why is it? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why they're playing along the other wing, to be honest. It's just, they just are. It's all a bit bizarre. Not really too sure why that is the case, but it is the case. That's the best way to describe it. It's just what it is. I'd imagine they'd change it out because I would rather have Doku and O'Reilly isolated against the Chelsea defence than Semenyo. Semenyo, for what he gives, he's not a Doku. Like, Doku on his day is just unplayable. But having said that, though, wow, that's a soft free kick from Darren England there that he's awarded there for Doku. That wasn't even a foul. I'd agree with. I don't even know who the Chelsea manager is. Some bloke that's caretaking. There'd be a feather in his cap if he can somehow get a win here as a caretaker manager in the FA Cup. Let's be fair. All right, James. Here we go. Gusto on the right-hand side. Now it's City have to defend. It's over to Kukurea. It's a defensive header there from Mateus Nunes to put it out for a Chelsea corner. Chelsea looking threatening there on the counter. City giving the ball away carelessly, and then there was a little bit of movement. I mean, this is the thing, because the way that City defend, they kind of end up with just three at the back because one of the fullbacks is always kind of caught up the pitch a little bit, so there's always room there to attack, and Chelsea with their first corner of the game. Cullen McFarlane, thank you very much. Haaland's yet to score in a City FA Cup final. Wow, I did not know that. That's an interesting stat. He hasn't shown too much signs of life early doors either. At some point, you'd think he would score in one of these games, but that is a weird stat. I mean, he's been to, what is it? So City have won 3 FA Cups. Well, no, sorry. He's been to 3 FA Cup finals since he moved to Man City. He's won 1 and lost 2 of them. Maybe that's why, because he just doesn't know how to score in these big games. Worse than Arteta bottling a trophy, Haaland bottling the cup. James Trafford has looked pretty assured there at the goalkeeper position early doors here. Ex-Fulham youth player score the final goal for Celtic, then the fans have to go and no, Colm, that was the most annoying thing about that. I was like going, just wait for the ref to blow the whistle. Like, yes, it's exciting. You've just won. Like the title was yours. Just wait. That was the only thing I'd say. I mean, they could have just waited a couple of seconds, really, for the game to end and then whatever. I mean, just let the opposition play. Oh, here we go. Chelsea on the counter. It's a nice little play over the top. João Pedro is through on Kushinov. Kushinov gets across. João Pedro looks inside. He goes for goal. He slipped over at the final at the crucial moment. And unfortunately, that shot comes to nothing. It's gone straight into the hands of James Trafford. That was so close. He got the wrong side of Kushinov and looked like he was kind of away, but sometimes when you're moving on the ball, the defender can catch up because, it's quicker to run without the ball than it is with the ball, obviously. Yeah, penalty, that could happen. Chokes in the big games. Yeah, he did miss. Yeah, you're right. Did City get a penalty against Palace? I did not realise that. I watched the game. How did I not notice this? Or did I fall asleep? I can't remember. I feel like I watched the game and I was so mad. I went to bed at halftime. I did. I went to bed at halftime. I actually didn't watch the second half. I was like, I can't believe this. I was like, he's going to bring Mateus Nunes up before 60 minutes. I'm going to bed. And he did. So, yeah. There you go. Kite attacking. Maybe Pepper's just trying to catch him out of position or keep him pinned back. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, you could be right about that. But I feel like that it is hard to read what Chelsea's system is. Because some moments I think they're playing a back 5, then other moments I'm like, is Kukure just going back really? Oh no, Chelsea have lost the ball here. Haaland picks it up. He looks inside. He goes for, I don't know what he's doing there. I don't know if he was trying to hit Marmoush or if he was going for goal. In the end, he's done the combination of a net 0 and put it out for a throw-in. Oh, they coughed it up there. Haaland went in. I feel like he's gone for goal rather than the cross for Marmoush, and in the end, he's done neither. And it's, anyways, Chelsea now on the break. João Pedro, not sure where that's meant to be going, but it's gone straight to James Trafford. Wow, I'm going to have to go back and check that. I did not notice that. All right, this is not good for Chelsea. Caicedo's down on the ground. This is not good for Chelsea. I mean, of all the players for Chelsea to go down on the ground and require some sort of attention, this is not the one you want. I'm not sure what's happened to him here. He's down. He's holding his leg. It's his right leg here. He's getting helped up by his Chelsea teammates. I don't know what happened there, but it's unusual for him to go down. He's normally pretty tough, that guy. Haaland gave it to Marmoush and Henderson saved it. Wow. Why would he do that? Why would he do that? I thought Haaland was the penalty. I mean, Haaland doesn't like Haaland's actually not that good at penalties. He's missed a few of them himself. Doesn't have the right mentality. Caicedo looks very, very sore and proppy. I actually think he might be cooked. He's standing up. We're 24, almost 25 minutes into the FA Cup final. I know there's no timer. Sorry, folks. I can't do much about that. But, yeah, not looking good. I mean, this will be a hammer blow for Chelsea because I feel like he is Chelsea's most important player. Like he is world class in the center of midfield. Yes, occasionally he does some stupid stuff, but he's brilliant at what he does. I wish we had him. Man City scores first rather than Chelsea. Yeah, I think you could be right, Colm. He can't score. What time are you on? I'm on 25 minutes, 30 seconds right then. Ecuador's a nation is sad. Yeah, they've not been overly good. He's not at the World Cup, is he? Caicedo's not at the World Cup, I don't think. Well, he looks like he's fine. He's jogging around out there. Maybe it was a bit of a knock and he should be sweet. He's now on the ball. Nice ball that Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez tries a nice pass to JP. Unfortunately, it's cut off. Man City now on the counter. Enzo Fernandez just bundles over one of the City players and gives away a free kick. Rodri now releases Mateus Nunes down the right-hand side. He gallops into the final third, looks at Semenyo. Semenyo looks at Kukurea. Kukurea says, mate, you ain't got that much. But he finds Mateus Nunes, who's in on goal. He plays it to Haaland, and it's in the back of the net. That's got to be offside, surely. It looked well offside, and the flag has gone up. It is offside. Let's go say, I'm sure that Mateus Nunes was well off then. The pass came way too late. Way too late. I thought Mateus Nunes looked offside. He was about almost a metre offside, but Haaland literally walked it into the net. Just a little bit of a wake-up call there for Chelsea, though. Just making sure you're paying attention on, looking at your line, keeping everyone involved. Low-key, Salah's a bad penalty taker, and yeah. I actually think Salah might be the better one. He's got a better record of scoring, I think, than Haaland across his career. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's correct. I could be wrong on that, though. Ecuador qualified for the World Cup, playing absolute... Scoring 14 and conceding 5. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's Murat ball right there. Yeah, smash a like, boys. Smash a like. It's that time of the season where people stop smashing likes, Murat, unfortunately. People are going to be smashing likes when Casemiro scores for the D-Unit tomorrow. I tell you what, it's going to be biblical. Make sure you tune in for that. Ecuador's in Germany's group. Oh, here we go. Chelsea win a throw-in. I mean, there's not going to be a long throw here because Kukurea, I don't think that is part of his skill set. And it's not. He just plays it backwards from the throw-in, and now we can recycle from the halfway line. Feel like maybe the bit in my bet that might let me down is over the 2.5 over 2.5 goals. I feel like that is the bit. I kind of needed early goal for this to come in. So I need a goal in probably the next 10 minutes before halftime. Ideally, that's what I need. Oh, mate. Doku literally just nuts Palmer. Oh, Darren England. Darren England's about to get his yellow card out. Well, I said over 1.5 cards. That's 1 out of the 2 yellow cards I need. It's going to be Enzo Fernandez in the book. I tell you what, that's a bit soft, that, for a card. How's that? Okay, fair enough. All right, I see the follow-up challenge from Bernardo Silva. That one is a little bit overzealous. I mean, the follow-through probably is what got him the yellow card, but the first part of the challenge was fine. He won the ball. I could see why he's protesting, but you can't. The follow-through did catch him. I don't think you can have too many complaints there. Salah, yeah, he's missed a few, particularly this season as well. Salah's been really... I mean, like Bruno. Bruno's missed a lot. Well, I think he's missed 2 this season. I say a lot. He's missed 2. They were both at the beginning of the season. I was like, oh, this dude, man, he's killing me. How did Liverpool let Chelsea have Xabi Alonso? Do they not rate him? I think that maybe Liverpool are scared of what Xabi Alonso the way the system he plays and how that system went for Ruben Amorim at Man United. That is the only thing that makes me think that maybe that's what turned turned Liverpool off Xabi Alonso. That's the only thing I can think of, which makes a little bit of sense. Slot a chance. I bring it in, do anything for... mate, Murate's brilliant, isn't he? He is brilliant. Bruno missed 2, Palmer missed 1. Yep, there we go. Hitman and his moves. I bet Liverpool fans are not thrilled. Thiago's missed 2. Thiago's definitely missed 2. I remember he had a second penalty in a game where he won a penalty and scored. The second penalty he missed. Welbeck's missed, I think, 1 or 2 as well. This is not good news. João Pedro is down holding his fire. I mean, this would be a hammer blow as well. I mean, I said that Caicedo would be a big blow. João Pedro is even more of a blow because the option to replace him is Liam Delap. And like João Pedro to Liam Delap, I know who I'm picking all day long. One of them's never near the starting lineup. One of them's always in it. This era is over. The doo-doo Raya. João Pedro, he'll be fine. I mean, it's a cup final, man. You got to sit there and you got to soldier through stuff like this. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. What are we looking at? Liam Gallagher in the stands. A lot of blokes up there with some weird-looking glasses on. Sunglasses on. Yeah, the Gallaghers are up there. I can see that. Big Man City fans. Cole Palmer. This is the Cole Palmer of old. Look at him go. He comes inside. He goes past a couple. He tries to get there. Unfortunately, he loses the ball on the 3rd or 4th player he tries to take on. But the first little bit of that move was definitely like the Cole Palmer of old. Semenyo now on the counter. Kukurea, that's a yellow card. Why did I not go for over 2.5 cards? I've already had 2 yellow cards. That part of the bet's in. 2 Chelsea players already in the book here. I think the bookie's got that part of the bet wrong. I should have bet on like more cards. Because that's exactly what's happening here. Chelsea should have tried to offload Nicholas Jackson. Exactly. Nicholas Jackson's actually probably Chelsea's best forward. That one there is a clear yellow card by Kukurea on Semenyo. That's the definition of just a good booking. I was trying to explain this last week. We gave a couple of the opposition a couple of chances like that where they just got through and we didn't make contact. I was like, if you're going to commit, you've either got to win the ball or you've got to take out the man so you don't let them go past you. I was like, it's even worth getting a yellow card. Just take the yellow card. That's the definition of one of those kind of things. Sometimes you just got to take them. Semenyo inside leaves Kukurea on his ass, but unfortunately his shot is horrible. Goes out for a throw-in. He's just sliced across that with his left foot and not troubling the goal scorers there. Vinny missed 3 penalties in a row recently. The first 2 had to be retaken. Wow, that's mad. Haaland also missed 1 pen. Welbeck missed 2 to 3. There's been a few penalty misses this season. It's weird because I always sit there in my head. I was like, I've missed penalties. Like I'm a forward. I always want to take the penalty. I'm on the field. I'm taking the penalty. But I've even missed a couple. But I feel like the ones I've missed are normally the first one in the season I get. Like that's the one I missed because I'm like, oh crap, how do I take penalties again? And then as soon as I get in the mindset after the first couple, I don't normally miss later in the season. But I've missed, I think, 3 penalties and they were all in the first 3 to 4 games of a season. And I feel like it was always the first penalty I got that year. And I just outfought myself rather than anything else and just was crap. The Wang, yeah. He's had 1 penalty, one conversion, right? Maybe it'll be 2 penalties tomorrow and 2 conversions with a little bit of luck. If Wang bangs tomorrow, man, I'm going to be so annoyed because I was actually tempted to bring him in. Just for the laughs. Just tempted to bring that man in. If he starts tomorrow and gets 90 minutes, I'm 100% bringing him in against Burnley. I think he's a very good shout. He's actually going to make the 1 week punts next week. If he starts tomorrow against Fulham, he's 100% 1 week punt, midfielder, game week 38, locked and loaded, baby. Wang to deliver on the final day of the season. I mean, we've got to have a bit of fun on the final day, and that is the fun. Cole Palmer is looking good, folks. I'm not going to lie. He's looked pretty good in this game so far. Couple of nice little moves, leaving the City players in his dust. Nothing's come of it, though. Almost played through 35 minutes here. Cole Palmer out to the right-hand side. Gusto takes over. He looks at Nico O'Reilly and goes, can you defend? Tries the old step over. Tries the fake out. Gets the cross in, but unfortunately it's straight to James Trafford. Man's playing for a start or a new club. Wayne, it could be. Got to show his stuff 100%. I mean, if you don't want to be going to the championship, you probably need to show up in game week 38 and show Burnley that you're the king of the pops. Or the king of the wangs. In fairness, he's not even the king of the wangs because that's Dong Hyong Wang. He might be playing a few games at Brittle City this season as well, the old Wang. Just for you, G. All right, O'Reilly out to Doku. I have not seen much of Doku this half. For what it's worth, he's barely touched the ball. Rodri tries a lofting ball into the box. Kukure goes up, wins the ball. Mateus Nunes is just definitely going to give away the free kick there. That was a stupid free kick to concede. He just bundled him over. Now he's pointing at the referee going, that's not a foul. That's a good way of getting yourself booked, but I think you're going to get away with it this time. Haaland's looked a bit disinterested this half. He's looked a bit disinterested. So many early Christmas gifts, you better believe it, baby. Casado plays it up. Nico O'Reilly picks it up on the halfway line. Just hoofs it up in the air. I mean, Man City, for what it's worth, Chelsea have definitely had the better moments in this game the last 20 minutes. Man City have done not much. Not going to lie, they've not done much. It's one of them games where I'm like going, why has Pep started Marmoush? And Marmoush has barely been in the game. Like, barely been in the game here. All right, Chelsea on the attack again. Out to Malagusto on the right-hand side. Back into James. Back to Caicedo. Back to James. Oh, that's a nice piece of play there. Nice forward movement there from Colwell. Now Enzo Fernandez picks it up in the... Now he's played it out to the right-hand side. Gusto, first time ball into the box. Gay, he heads it clear. James picks it up. Chelsea enjoying a very good spell of possession here. Man City struggling to get their foot on the ball, which is a little bit bizarre. I wouldn't have thought that before the game. I thought Chelsea would definitely cede most of the possession to Man City, but it's not been the case the last 10 or so minutes. That's a stupid ball there, played out by, I think that was Colwell actually, just hoofed the ball forward there. I mean, that was going to no one. Kushnov gets it away, but it is a Chelsea throw-in just outside, just on the other side of the attacking half. Don't know who I want to win as an Arsenal fan. On a related note, Alvarez to Arsenal for 100 mil. He'd actually be a really good signing for Arsenal. For what it's worth, he is actually a very good forward. That would be a very smart piece of business for Arsenal, I believe. He's impressed me. Considering like Diego Simeone is not like known for like attacking football, etc., etc. Gusto plays the ball into Mark Gahey, picks up the crumbs, plays it back inside. Reece James plays it to Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer into the box. He gets a cross in. Kukure gets his head to it. Unfortunately, he can't get in front of him. It goes behind him. He has to go back and retreat. Chelsea looking threatening here. Can they capitalise? I kind of hope they do. James is a proper player, makes Chelsea a lot better. I agree. It's really weird, right? Because I always thought Reece James, best right back in England, right? He has to be in the England World Cup squad. Like, he's just a very good player, and he probably is their best right back. But like, I've seen Chelsea play him in central midfield. He's actually got a ridiculously good ball playing ability. Like, his forward passing is elite. So I can kind of see, but I'm like, I don't see how that would work in the England setup, but maybe Tuchel's got another thing. Anyway, Cole Palmer, ball into the box, headed out here for another Chelsea corner here. Again, it wasn't Kushnov this time. It was... I think it was Bernardo Silva who got his head on it to diverted out for a corner there. Yeah, it was. Yeah, he probably scored in both games. Yep. I can see a club going and grabbing Marmoush for like 40. Yeah, it's weird. I'm like, Marmoush has not got anywhere near the minutes he probably deserves this season. I feel like if he played in any other team this season, he's probably on like 15, 20 goals. But he's played at Man City and he's barely got a sniff. Kukurea goes for a Hail Mary at the edge of the box, as unfortunately comes to nothing. Chelsea retain the possession though. Palmer plays it out to the left. Nico Riley gets up and heads the ball away. Kukurea now tries it forward. And then Hato. I really don't rate Hato. I know he's from the Dutch league, and I'm kind of biased towards that because of what Erik Ten Hag did to Man United with all those Dutch signings. But he has not impressed me at all. Not impressed me at all. Ryan Cherky's, for what it's worth, is actually currently warming up along the touchline here. Is Carrick the confirmed new manager yet? No, but it's going to happen. It's inevitable, sadly. It shouldn't happen, but it's going to happen. We're going to be in the same spot next season where we're crap. Michael Carrick's going to be under... Michael Carrick probably gets sacked next season. Like, just straight up. I've got no faith in him at all. Reece James is a really quality player. You can't say... Yeah, that's the issue with James. It's just his body. His body just... struggles to remain fit most of the time. I feel like on the balance of play, a draw is probably a fair result, but I feel like Chelsea have shaded the better moments, if that makes sense. Thomas Tuchel is currently watching on in the stands here. Wonder what he thinks of this game. Maybe he's been impressed by what Cole Palmer's looked like. Cole Palmer's definitely looked a lot more interested in this game. Here we go. João Pedro trying to release him past Marc Guéhi, but Marc Guéhi gets in the way, intercepts the ball. Out to Doku. Finally, we see Doku on the ball. Here we go. 42 minutes into the game. Doku now gets a little bit of a chance to run, but now he's stopped. He's held up with a double team once again. Plays it backwards again. Carrying the wheels, strap in. I love it. RSC deserve to play more. That's why, yeah. I mean, Marmoush, I'm sitting there, right? Like, when Marmoush plays, I'm like going, he offers. So Haaland is very good at goal scoring, right? No one can deny that. When he gets the ball in the box, he's probably the guy you kind of want shooting a goal. But he doesn't offer a hell of a lot outside of that in the box gameplay. Whereas Marmoush, his movement is so much better, but you can only play so many players in this City team, right, when Haaland's in it. I feel like Haaland's in behind. He's forced a shot just as I said that. Sanchez is equal to it, and it's a Man City corner. I mean, just like that, Haaland almost made me eat my words. But I was going to say he's done nothing in this game, and then a ball forward. He gets on the end of it, forces a save there from Sanchez at his near post. He hit that pretty quickly there, and Sanchez was more than equal to it. Do I think Palmer should be going to the World Cup based on the form he's shown this season? The answer is probably not. But we all know how this goes. Bernardo Silva, ball across. Marc Guéhi over his head. Rodri will pick it up on the edge of the box. Plays it to Semenyo. Semenyo. He's 100% going to try and look to get a shot away. No, he doesn't. He plays it backwards. Tejas Nunes takes over. They're going to rinse, repeat. They're going to go out the other side. No, they're not. Going to go back out the right-hand side. Surprised they keep going down this side. Doku's definitely got a lot of space out there. Just can't get him the ball. Surely they're going to get him the ball here. It's like they're scared of attacking Gusto or something. Right, Marc Guéhi is now going to play it out to Doku. It's like Doku's scared of taking him on today. It's very bizarre. Like against Brentford last weekend, unstoppable. Today, just doesn't look at the races. Like he's not troubled Chelsea at all. About 30 seconds of the first half remaining before injury time comes in. Do I think Warden should be in the starting 11 for England? No. No, he shouldn't be. It should be, I think the midfield for England, I don't know what shape Tuchel's going to play. I'm assuming he's going to play some version of like 4-2-3-1. If he's going to play a 4-2-3-1, it has to be Rice and Elliot Anderson in that midfield. Like, that has to be the midfield duo. I can't see it well, but that is not the midfield duo. Then it allows you to like play like you can play, if he wants, he can play Rashford off the left. Kane's obviously in the 9. Off the right, you've got a combination of Saka, Palmer, someone else, maybe even Phil Foden if he gets a gig. Honestly, I don't know. I feel like the number 10 position is the one where you're like going, who's in form? Let's play him there. And then everyone else kind of picks himself. Then again, maybe the centre-backs don't actually pick themselves. Like, part of me thinks that Harry Maguire is actually still in the best 2 centre-backs for England. I feel like the best 2 centre-backs for England currently are probably Harry Maguire and Mark Gahey. A lot of people are probably going to disagree with that, but João Pedro wins the ball back here. Can he get in? He goes into the box. That's got to be a foul, surely. Darren England waves play on. Of course he does. It's not Arsenal Football Club. Of course he's not saying it's a penalty. If that was Arsenal, guaranteed that was a spot kick. For what it's worth, this is a careless challenge. He gets in the way. I mean, is it body on body? I mean, it probably is. It's a soft. I don't think that's a penalty. For what it's worth, I don't think that's a penalty. That's not a penalty. Play on. I agree. That one's not a penalty. But then again, I didn't think it was a foul last weekend either. And then Darren England said it was. Can't trust this man. He's a cheat. Maybe he's on the City payroll as well as just not paying as much. Yeah, I don't think it was a pen. For what it's worth, I agree with you, Rob. That for me would be exceptionally soft if that had been given as a pen. But it's like one of them weird ones where I was like, if the referee gave that as a penalty, I don't think VAR is overturning it. But then again, I thought last weekend they wouldn't overturn that West Ham goal, and they did. Like, for me, I was like, there's so many things wrong with that decision to overturn it. Not only have they not done it all season, but like there's literally 5 other fouls happening all at once. And they've picked out the one that's, I don't know, I thought that was a crap decision. But that's just me. I'd rather they don't intervene. Like so earlier in today, I watched the Hearts Celtic game. Now, Celtic conceded that goal, right? Sorry, they got a penalty. Gabriel literally did the same thing against Newcastle earlier this season, and VAR did not intervene. Didn't say it was like didn't say it was a handball, even though Gabriel's hand was literally in the same spot as that Hearts defender. For what it's worth, that is a handball. Like, if your hand is not down near your side, it's a handball. So I was glad the penalty was given because it wasn't a natural position. I do understand proximity and all that, but like if your hand's up here, it's going to be, whatever. Anyways, that's the end of the first half. It's currently 0-0. Half chances there for both teams. Haaland pretty much been invisible, bar that late chance where he had it and then forced a save from Robert Sanchez. That's probably been the closest any team's actually come to scoring a goal. It's been a bit of a cagey affair, to be fair. Not a bad game to watch, but cagey. Missed the first half. You haven't missed much, Kunji. A lot of Man City possession the first 20 minutes. They were the dominant team. The last 20 minutes was more Chelsea that were the dominant team. Neither team able to create a clear-cut opportunity, except Haaland, who did get released in the 44th minute, forcing a save from the goalkeeper at his near post. But it was a fairly routine-ish save. If he didn't save that, he'd probably be in a spot of bother. But outside of that, there was a half shout there towards the end for a João Pedro penalty. It wasn't enough for me to be a penalty, and VAR agreed with the on-field decision, which was no penalty. I think I just nailed the first half in a nutshell. The commentator, Darren England, wants nothing to do with it. He's just been, he hasn't even been getting, I don't know. It's a bit like, Terry, you raised a really good question. So, Frimpong, and Kanji will be able to speak this because he's a Liverpool fan. Frimpong has been, I don't know what his injury record was like at RP. I feel like he either came from Leipzig or Leverkusen. I feel like it's from one of those two teams. I swear he was never injured at that club. And he's come to Liverpool and he's been injured multiple times this season. Like, what the hell? Like, where was that in the record? Like, did someone just miss that? All a bit weird. All a little bit weird. Leverkusen, I knew I was right. It was one of those German clubs. One of those German clubs. I want to know why that timer's not working as well. That's really annoying me. Why is that not working? It's so frustrating. This could well go to extra time, I reckon. I don't understand why that did not. It just didn't want to start. I've never seen that. That's never ever happened before. That's like I've run into a few problems streaming and stuff like that. That is one that has never happened. Very bizarre stuff. All right, second half has not started, for what it's worth. I managed to sign Verts, yep. Frimpong was versus teammate. Yes, yeah. How is that not as... Yeah, I've for what it's worth, I'm like... I feel like it was... There was definitely contact, but I think it was enough on his side to not warrant a penalty. I think that's the best way of describing it. Like on the replay, when I watched the replay, when I first saw it live, I was like, oh, that looks like a pen. But then when I watched it on the replay, it did look like he got him on the side, and maybe that's why, that's why they haven't given it. They're that close, but it's fair. Yeah, interesting half. I feel like there's a lot to play for. Like this game, for what it's worth, Chelsea are definitely in this game. Like they could easily win this. Man City haven't done anything exciting to make me think that they can win it yet. Oh, 100%. Well, I'd agree. It's weird. It's weird. There's a... Yeah, you're right. It is a foul. It's a foul outside the box all day long. That would have been given for sure. Yeah, it's like a different threshold for fouls in the box, isn't it? I mean, that's an interesting point. I'd never really thought of that. I feel like in the box, you're like, as a ref, you're like, is that a stonewall foul? Like, is that 100% a foul? Like, that's what's going through your head. Because, like, penalties can change games. And I feel like, as a ref myself, I have to be 100% convinced it's a pen, and I'll give it. If I'm like, fairness, if I think it's like 75% above, probably given a pen, which means it's 100 really. But I have to be pretty confident. I'm pretty sure I know what I saw, if that makes sense. Homegrown player, what? How? How's he a homegrown player? He's not English, is he? Complain that Verts Frimpong are priced too low in FPL. Yeah, I'd never complained. Yeah, how's that not pen? A lot of people asking. I mean, they're going to show it back in the replay here. Let me have a look at the replay again. I'm going to look it back. So it happened right at the end of the half, didn't it? Let's have a look. So Man City play the ball. João Pedro kind of gets in behind. There we go. Wins the ball. Goes into the box. I mean, the touch is... I mean, he doesn't do a hell of a lot to try and win the ball, does he? Let's watch it back. So he gets the ball, runs in front. I feel like it's very borderline. I feel like he could... I mean, this is what I come back to. I was like, that's why I don't understand why VAR intervened last week. Because that is not... Like this, I feel like VAR's, the reason why they won't give a pen is they're saying, high bar, we think the referee saw that and we don't think it's enough to overturn. I feel like if that was given as a penalty, it wouldn't have been overturned. It's like they've just backed in the ref on that call. And that's why I got so annoyed last week because I was like, that should have just been the referee's call. The referee's looking at the play. That's not enough of a foul to overturn it. And that's why I was like annoyed. And I feel like that's what the problem is. Like VAR opened the door last week with that horrendous decision by Darren England of all refs, who's currently reffing this game, for like just such something that was not a clear and obvious error. last weekend. That also, and I feel like that's what VAR will come out and say, the PGML will say it's not a clear and obvious error. For that reason, I think that's why VAR has not intervened. It's pretty close. It's borderline. The more that I look at it, the more I think it is a penalty. But I think that's the reason. That will be the reasoning behind it, right? That's what they're going to say. If that makes sense. That's my honest opinion on that. Watching it back on the replay, I think that's what I think about that. Training City's a youngster. What? He did? What? That's... Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, I've definitely made a bad decision as a ref. That's really annoying, right? So in Kalgoorlie, where I live, the lights. So we a lot of the the games are at night time, and the lights are just not good enough. They're not fit for purpose. Like there's a lot of shadows on the pitch, and I 100% gave a foul for a penalty last year that I thought was a penalty because I knew the player that like fell over, and I was like, he's not a diver. But I wasn't 100% sure there was contact, but I was like, I kind of just backed in the honesty of the guy because I knew him, and I was like, there's no way he would try to con me like that. I watched back the replay on the Vivo, and I was like, oh, that's a bad decision. Like, I got that one wrong. Like, I thought there was contact. There definitely wasn't. It didn't make much impact on the game. I think the game was 4-1 anyway, so it wasn't like it was they won by the penalty. But that was probably my worst decision I remember making because I wasn't 100% sure. Like the lighting just wasn't good enough. I wasn't convinced, but I was like, I knew the player that looked like he'd been fouled, and I was like, there's no way he's trying to con me, and yeah, gave a stupid pen for no reason really. There's a ref in Brazil, I think, that got shanked for wow. Every corner, there's so much pushing and shouting. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's on TV as well, Zygel. Definitely on TV. It should be on TV. I mean, it's even on TV in Australia. Actually, it's not. It's on Stan Sport in Australia. So unless you've got subscription TV, you can't actually watch it. So maybe most of the people watching it from Oz. Also, if you want to watch the D-Unit play football, if you're in the WhatsApp group chat, I shared the link. 6 a.m. UK time, which is 1 p.m. Australian time, out west that is. Not if you're on the east, it's 3 p.m. I'm playing tomorrow. You can actually watch me play a game of football tomorrow if you're keen. Actually, I've put the link in the chat now. Hold on, where is it? Hold on, where are we at? Let me find the link. Sorry, folks. Bear with me 1 second. Here we go. You can actually hold on. How do I share this? Here we go. I think this is going to work. I hope this is going to work. Let's have a look. If you want to watch the D-Unit kick a football tomorrow and show you how to score a goal, look that up on YouTube. Give it a follow. It should be going live potentially tomorrow, and you'll be able to see me score a goal, hopefully. I'll be like the Erling Haaland of the bloody Kalgoorlie League, mate. I'll win the Golden Boot tomorrow. I'm playing a team where I'm like going, if I don't score tomorrow, I'm bloody going back into retirement. There he is, the old Luke. I've definitely made worse decisions. You're dead right. You're dead right about that, Colm. Dead right about that, baby. I wonder if the timer will start working magically in the second half. Hopefully that happens. Tape a GoPro to your head when you're playing live stream, mate. That would be epic, wouldn't it? That would actually, I don't know what's going on here. There was some weird ad going on. Some bloke was in a bed, just standing on top of it with a phone in his hand going, hello. How you going? All right, on that quick note, I'm going to quickly chuck a piss. We're going to be back for the start of the second. I'm probably going to take this jumper off as well because I am overheating here hard. I'll be back in a second, folks. All right, second half. Let's see if we can get this time up. I'm going to see if I can muck around with it again, see if I can get this up and running for the second half. Let's see if it works. It still doesn't want to work. That's so bizarre. It just doesn't want to work. It's bizarre. I've never seen anything quite like it. Yep. I know. We have to bin that timer out the wazoo. What time should we watch? Well, it's 6 a.m. in the morning if you want to watch in the UK. If you're in the UK, it's 6 a.m. kickoff. That's when I'll be playing. I'll probably be pretty tired. I'm actually reffing a game of football for 4. Actually, who am I reffing tomorrow? Let me have a look. Hold on. Who are we reffing? Referee allocations. Here we go. I'm reffing at 11 o'clock in the morning. Why did I agree to this nonsense? Oh, good God. Oh, I've got the crap game as well. I've got the boring game of football tomorrow. Oh, my God. I'm going to be literally just refereeing a crap show. 11 o'clock, so that's it. Where are we playing tomorrow? Ah, okay, I only have to walk across the ground. That's handy. Yeah, I'm ref at 11 o'clock tomorrow. Then I'm playing for 90 minutes. I'm going to be cooked. By the time Man United come tomorrow, I'll be up and about, hopefully. Take your jumper off. Yeah, I need to take that off. Very good. Hopefully some goals in the second half, I agree. I'm definitely hot. I was like, I sat down. I was like, far out. It needs to come off. There we go. That should do the job. Nah, that's much better. Much better. Now I'll get cold in a minute. Cherokee coming on. I wish I could get the timer on, man. I wish I could get the timer on. No added time on then. Yeah. Well, no added time on. Colm, I'll be just normal league games tomorrow. Got to bounce back. We cocked up our game last week. I wasn't happy about it. You know what happened last week? We got done by a stupid ref that didn't give a foul. We got a guy that literally got an ACL injury last week because the goalkeeper took him out and it wasn't a penalty. Marmouche is off at half-time. I mean, I did say, why is Marmouche playing? Because he did almost nothing that half and he's been hooked at half-time. I feel sorry for the bloke because he doesn't fit the City system. Anyway, Man City are about to get us kicked off here for the start of the second half. Let's rock. I wish I could get the timer on, folks, but there's no timer. It is what it is. We're going to roll with it. Yes, whatever. The app for Streamlabs is just not working at all. I don't know why it's not working, but it's not working. And here we go. We're underway for the start of the second half. Haaland gets us kicked off and Man City get us underway. Where are we at? Crispy, man, you're leaving me hanging. I really wanted to buy a forward off him and the dude is not responding. Oh, nah, no added time, Colm. 90 minutes, baby, I'm done. Strict no added time on policy. Especially when I'm playing. I'm like, man, I gotta go and play. I cannot be running extra minutes out on the clock. I hope the time is working tomorrow. I don't know if that must just be a bug. I'm going to have to report that because that is bizarre. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, he's on a cruise. It's really annoying. Like, just hop into the cruise's Wi-Fi, man. You're leaving me hanging. It's really annoying because I don't really want to bid for that striker. I think he's too expensive. I want to and Crispy's got one that's better than him. So I was like, I'd rather just buy the striker off him than bid on that auction. But also, I need to train Bayer. So it's like one of those weird conundrums. Like I have to do something. Like Bayer can't be in Division 3 at 62. Like he's just too low. But maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe he's that good. He's just going to keep scoring goals anyway, and I don't need to worry about it. And everyone else is going to cover him. But I still have to train him, and that's the problem. Like, what is the option? Oh, Semenyo! Oh, great chance. Nico Riley hangs it up. Semenyo gets up like a salmon, but unfortunately, he's not known for his headed ability, and he can't keep his headed shot down, and it goes over the crossbar. Oh, Nico O'Reilly was just onside then as well. It was a great ball in. Semenyo rises, but, I mean, he's not known for his heading, and, yeah, that was never troubling. Robert Sanchez in goal. Flicks their hand up. Pep doesn't even get up off his seat. That's what he knew about Semenyo's head. Chelsea doing the old risky playing out from the back trick again. I wouldn't be surprised if Doku gets hooked this half for Foden. Now, Foden the other night was unbelievable, and I feel like that is the kind of play that's going to actually do really well against what Chelsea are putting up here. João Pedro, nice little turn, releasing Malik Gusto down the right-hand side, who just checks back so that doesn't lead to anything. In fact, Chelsea just recycle the ball completely. I keep forgetting Enzo Fernandez has been booked, but he's won a free kick here off Mateus Nunes. He has been frustrated. I mean, I know he scored the other day, but I feel like, in general, he's been pretty underwhelming for a little while. Then again, today, I look at this game, right? If you told me that Pep was going to make a change at half-time, I actually thought that Doku might have been the one that came off, because Doku did nothing in that first half. Like, he was literally invisible. Barely got the ball. It was like, even City didn't play the ball, and every time they did play the ball to Doku, he did nothing with it. It's like he didn't want to take his man on. It was very bizarre. And like the other night against Brentford, he was unplayable. Like, he could have played another 90 minutes against Brentford, and they would have just been like chasing shadows the whole night. And tonight, he's looked... I feel like that's the problem with Doku. I still feel like when I'm watching him, he can be quite inconsistent. Like, some games unplayable, and then other games you're like, oh, he's a bit of a passenger. And today he's definitely been a bit of a passenger. Yes, I agree. He is. Yeah, we get what you're saying about Madueke there. Yeah, definitely underwhelming. I actually think that Man City in general have been pretty underwhelming from an attacking sense in this game. I say that. They're 100% going to score now, aren't they? It's inevitable. Right, how's my bet looking in this game? Oh, God. All right, I need some goals this half. I need Gold Palmer to be involved. I need João Pedro to be involved. I need bloody Erling Haaland to be involved. Come on, boys. We need goals. The fans want goals. I want goals. Needs a goal early in this half, though, probably. So one of the FA Cups, I feel like I always like this. If they get a goal early, it's a different game. But like when the game goes like this, it's like it just gets longer and longer and longer, and it just turns into a 1-0 game. So it needs a goal, I reckon, in the next 10, 15 minutes. Otherwise, we're probably looking at a 1-0 game, or it's going to go to extra time. Tuchel doesn't look overly impressed with what he's watching. He's just sitting there in the stands off his hands like this. Okay. Oh, that's a foul. I was like, that's definitely a foul by Semenyo, and it is. You know, the weird thing is that Semenyo's contact on Colwill was very similar to the contact that was on João Pedro in the opposite box at the end of the first half. One's a foul and one's not. The reason why that's a foul is because that's not a penalty, and it's a free kick to the defending team. Ryan Cherky forces an error there from Robert Sanchez, playing it out from the back. I mean, this is why you don't pass the ball back to Robert Sanchez, because he just coughs it up. Stupid play from Chelsea there. Ryan Cherky picks up the ball. Wonder if he can change the fortunes of Man City here in the second half. Here we go, out to Doku. Doku looking at Palmer. Again, double teamed. He's really been double teamed down this left-hand side. Maybe that's why I keep playing it down the right. Every time Doku gets it, he's harassed by Palmer. Then he's harassed by Gusto. He's gone past Palmer. He's gone past Gusto. And then he goes down to ground and the referee waves play on. No foul. Doku's not happy about it, but it is what it is. He scored another hat-trick, mad. Yeah, it's one of them. I feel like the first half was actually, it looked like there was going to be a goal. And at the start of the second half, it's gone back to that Man City sterile possession, if that makes sense. All right, Chelsea on the counter. This is where we need Chelsea probably to score a goal here, I think. Cole Palmer's looked good today. Here we go. Releases Malik Gusto again down the right-hand side, who crosses it first time. Unfortunately, there is no one there in the middle, and Man City managed to raffle that amongst themselves. All right. O'Reilly with the throw-in. Not in any great rush to get this game underway, is O'Reilly. I'm like trying to think about who the hell else is on the bench for these teams. Who else could come on and impact these games? Who have we got? So we've got... That's a bit interesting. What's James Trafford doing there? Oh my God, James Trafford, what is he doing? Imagine if that was actually in the goal. He would have just conceded a goal. He's just conceded one of the most needless corners you've ever seen in your life. Bizarre. All right, so there's still Reinders on the bench, Ake, Stones, Kovacic, Savinio, Foden, and Diaz for Man City. And who have Chelsea got on the bench? Oh, they've got Pedro Neto. That's the only bloke I'd bring off the bench for Chelsea. He's the only one. I wouldn't bother bringing on Garnacho. Garnacho is literally a waste of space. Great ball in from James. Forces James Trafford into something. The header back in there that's been cleared off the line by Rodri. Well, not right off the line, but like he got in the way of it. Then Caicedo gives away the foul, relieving the pressure there on Manchester City. All because James Trafford just a little bit casual with that movement there. I mean, he came out there trying to win it and got nowhere near the ball. Very lucky not to be caught in no man's land. Doku, now here we go. That was a nice little place to play. But Palmer again has been unbelievable defensively. Now he's gone down holding his leg. Oh, that doesn't look good. He's gone straight down the ground. He's not happy with Doku at all. Gets up though and he's like, I'm fine. I've got to fight it out. I mean, I don't know really what he's complaining about because I felt like it's not a foul. It's just get on with it. But he does. Hobbles along for a bit. He'll run that off. No problems. So weird. I remember like the Stamford Bridge game where Man City won 2-0. And I was like, that game, the first half, Chelsea probably should have scored once or twice. And then it was just like the Man City show in the second half. Kushnov's about to get booked here for Man City for a foul on Duda Raya. And he's now booked on to the... I mean, why on earth did I not just put over 2.5 cards in that bet? It was guaranteed to come in. I mean, like we're playing... Man City always are good for 1 or 2 yellow cards a game with these kind of fouls. That's just how they play. All right, Reece James is going to be over the free kick here for Chelsea. I've waited about a minute for this to be taken. The Chelsea centre-backs have gone forward. Rich James, delivery in. Nice delivery. Well defended by Mateus Nunes. Caicedo gets in the way, claiming a foul, nothing doing. Chelsea win the ball back. Enzo Fernandez wins a corner. Enzo Fernandez is claiming a handball. Now Darren England. I mean, this is typical Darren England. He's a bit incompetent, this ref. Enzo needs to settle down. He needs to remember he's on a yellow card. It's not a handball. There's his hand's right next to his arm. His arm is right next to his body. What is he meant to do? No way that's a penalty. Carry on. It's definitely a corner. It is a good period of pressure for sure, Rob. I agree. 100%. Can Chelsea make the most of it? I feel like this is the moment where Chelsea really need to make this count. They need to get this right. They need to not piss around with the short corner. The short corner is not the answer. Cole Palmer, go away. Reece James says, go away. I've got you covered, baby. Loops it in. João Pedro goes up. Nothing doing. Reece James will try again. Another good ball in. Oh, no. Fofana goes up and does nothing with it. Bring me back my 3 Premier League games at the same time. I know. It's coming tomorrow, baby. Coming tomorrow. We've got 4 live at 3 p.m. tomorrow, but we've got the early kickoff. It's all about the Casemiro captain tomorrow. Make sure you don't miss that one. 12:30, we'll be back. We'll be back. It's going to be a long night tomorrow. It's going to be long, isn't it? It's going to be a very long night if Casemiro captain does not go well. If Casemiro captain bangs, it's going to be a very long good night. I wonder if Pep's going to make any more subs, because I tell you what, Man City have not been at the races. Early doors have not been at the races in this game at all. I feel like they're I don't know. I feel like this game has like one of them like 0-0s into extra time. See how we go. Nicholas Jackson scores for Bayern. Madness. I mean, what are Bayern winning by? Kane scored a hat-trick and Jackson scored. Who the hell are they playing? The bloody amateurs? Injured dependent section for Chelsea is... Yeah, at least he's on a long-term contract. Not going to depreciate too much of value, is he? What did he get banned for? I remember seeing him get banned. I feel like I've read it, but I can't really recall what he got banned for. Like, what did he actually get banned for? Colin up 5-1. Wow. I mean, I'm assuming that's also in the 60th minute. Yeah, Doku definitely needs to unlock something. He's been pretty average today, Doku, to be honest. Oh, he might get it here. I mean, he's definitely fouled Fofana there. That's unlucky. Pep's almost seen enough here, I reckon. I reckon he's going to send for a couple of changes. I just saw him get up off the seat. He turned to his bench. He said, oi, let's get these old mates on. He's like, Phil Foden, get here. No, he's not. He's actually Nico Gonzalez, get here. Oh, Kovacic, sorry. Kovacic. My God, need to check my players. Doping violation. Bayern surpassed Real Madrid's legacy at, wow. 87th minute, okay. Well, that started a weird start time. Well, it started like 9:30 at night. It's a weird start time. All right, Kovacic is about to come on here for Man City. Pep's seen enough of something. I reckon this is probably going to be for Rodri for what it's worth. But I also don't. I look at this. I'm like going, Man City just don't look at it. For whatever better term, they just don't look at it. This is why they're not winning the title, because they haven't been at it for long enough this year. Because I mean, if they'd been at it for long enough, they would have won comfortably. Arsenal aren't that good. Pep slightly rattled. He's always rattled, old Pep. He struggles in these games. He's no good at knockout competitions. Yeah, Kovacic still does play. I know. I don't understand why Phil Foden hasn't come on. I feel like this game is screaming Phil Foden. And he was brilliant on Wednesday night. Like, why is he not getting on the field? I really struggle to understand why Phil Foden is not the one coming on. But hey, apparently Pep has other ideas. Evening, Gary. I feel like it needs Phil Foden just to unlock a moment of magic. Like this game screams Phil Foden masterclass. Foden must have insulted Pep's brother. Maresca was pretty good at knockout comps if City get him, yeah. Yeah, exactly. When he's in form, you just got to play him, man. Like he was in form Wednesday night. Like, I don't understand why he's not coming on. Like that is the most obvious City change I would have made. Oh, João Pedro just I don't know what he's done there, but he's somehow ended up losing out to Mateus Nunes. He did actually really well to get back on there. I thought João Pedro had him on toast, but he didn't. Yes, there'll be watch-alongs tomorrow. Man United, Nottingham Forest will be kicking it all off tomorrow at 12:30 UK time tomorrow. Casemiro captain, let's cook. Oh, let's wallow in grief. One of the two. Oh, better come in, man. I saw Nightmare's captain Bruno G. So like me and Nightmare have just thrown just absolute random captains out there. I hope that it's a week where both of ours come in. Oh, Chelsea, great play here. Oh, it's offside though. Far out. I must have been pretty tight. It didn't look off, but must have been. All right, Man City are about to make a change here. It does look like it is going to be Rodri who is going to get replaced here by Kovacic. He's pointing to his head going, come on, guys, it's all about the mentality. We're Man City, we win these games. He did look a little bit off the pace for it. It's worth, I feel like Rodri, that is not the prime Rodri that we're used to. But then again, have we even had the prime Rodri this season? I'm not even sure that we have. Trying to make it happen, Mark. Haaland to Fleming, game week 38 captain, let's go. It's actually not a bad shout, you know. Depending on how that Bournemouth game goes, Man City assets might be a complete and utter avoid in game week 38. And judging from what we've seen tonight, I don't think Bournemouth is going to be an easy game for them at all. All right, Cole Palmer down to Malagusto. Malagusto, cross. Is that a penalty? Darren England says no penalty again. João Pedro flops to the floor. I thought, again, that one looked a little bit soft to me. I thought he went looking for the penalty there rather than actually winning. Oh, that's not a penalty. Get up, mate. That's not a penalty. That's him flopping. That one is definitely nowhere near a pen. That is almost a bookable diving offence. That's what that one was. Reece James tried to bear hug Turkey around his legs. He still couldn't bring him down. He literally tried to bear hug him around the legs. He couldn't grab him. All right, Semenyo down the right-hand side. We're seeing this a lot of the time today. It's ended in nothing other than nothing. Cherky out to Doku. Doku, it's like Doku's scared to take anyone today. Marque, he just plays the ball into the box and says, hello, someone go for it. Cherky tries some weird over-the-head nonsense, and I don't know what that was, but is probably going to piss Pep off again and probably get him benched in the next game. Then Doku tries the ball into the box, and then Fofana concedes a corner. Why is that? I'm in front. Australia, we're in front, baby. Time travelling D-Unit. Nightmare always reckons I'm 30 seconds in front of his stream as well, and I don't know how that's possible. The energy bomb put on the field is insane. Yep, time travelling. Legit. Time travelling. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Well, the good news is we're on track for the corners, but we are not on track for anything else. We need goals. We need a goal here for Haaland, probably off this corner, to get ourselves back on track. Oh, look at this. So we've got a bunch of handbags in the box. Darren England is like, mate, did you guys see that I overruled a goal last week for contact in the box? Everyone calm down. Keep your hands to yourself. If it's in the air, I'm going to call it. Going to call it. No, you won't, mate. You bottle it. A few minutes into the future, João Pedro going for the assist. Doku, Cherky, ball in. Horrible ball in. Marque, he does play it back across goal, but it's straight into Robert Sanchez's hands, who then throws it out. It's a poor throw out because João Pedro can't do anything with it, and Man City get the ball straight back. That does make no sense, Gary. I'll agree. That makes 0 sense. How am I watching the game in the future? All right, Doku down the left-hand side. Plays it inside Mark Gahey. Thinks about doing a Vincent Company, but thinks, no, probably haven't got that in the locker. Now it's Semenyo down the right-hand side against Dudu Raya once again, and Dudu Raya gives away the corner. Good defending, though, has to be said. Well, you would have thought it'd be quicker than WA, Rob. Apparently not. Apparently not. Oh, come on, Crispy. Respond to me, baby. He's got no internet on the cruise ship. That's all I can put it down to. No internet on the cruise ship, bastard. All right, corner here for Man City. Can they find someone? Ball in. Man City player flops on the ground, calls for a penalty. Get up, mate. Hello, Andrew. Rico Lewis played for a couple of competitions, not many. He played, actually, you know what? Rico Lewis played a few games last season in the Premier League at the beginning of the season. I feel like he was in the team maybe for the first 10 game weeks of last season, and since then he's barely been cited. Also hearing Darius on a 10-second delay and he's still in front. How is that possible? Yes, we are, Colin, but we need some goals, mate. We need some goals. We need some... I can tell you what we need from here on in. Well, the corners are not going to be an issue today. We're very close to the corners. We need a João Pedro shot on target and him to either score or assist. And we need Erling Haaland to score or assist and Cole Palmer to have a shot on target. So I need a couple of Chelsea goals, really, and Haaland to do something. Well, Haaland to get a goal or assist, pretty much. He's already had his shot on target. I already have the Omar Marmoush. He got his shot on target before he went off at halftime, so that was good. It didn't ruin the bet at halftime, which is good. Need a couple of penalties. You know what we need? We need a João Pedro to win a penalty for Cole Palmer, and then we need City to win a penalty for Haaland. That's what we need. Technically, that's what we need. Players like Rico Lewis have just left as bench warmers. Agreed. Yeah, it's weird because Pep knows he loves him. It's a bit like if Cole Palmer could have stayed at Man City, he might still not even be in the team. Like sometimes you've just got to leave if it's not your time. Erling Haaland. Oh, Haaland's got the assist. Semenyo scored and we've finally got a goal. Antoine Semenyo, we've got lift-off in the FA Cup. It's 1-0 to Manchester City. Haaland's got the assist, so that part of the bet is officially in. So now we need Cole Palmer and João Pedro to show up and do something. Haaland's got his assist. Semenyo's got his goal. And just like that, when people thought Semenyo was cooked, done, dusted, sold from FPL, he just reminds everyone that occasionally he can also score a goal. Scoring in back-to-back games here. Semenyo gives Man City the lead in the FA Cup final. They're getting pretty lucky there, though, to be honest, because I feel like Semenyo, was he running? Yeah, Semenyo would have been offside if Haaland hadn't gone for it, but Haaland went for it, and then a cheeky little backheel goal. I mean, that is how you know you're having a season, because that doesn't go in. I mean, Brian Mbeumo tried that the other week, and it hit the post against... Who did he hit the post against? Against Liverpool. Brian Mbeumo did the exact same move, and it hit the post. Semenyo does it, and it goes in. That's the definition between having a good season and having a crap season. Semenyo's having a great season. Nice little backheel goal there. I mean, what have Chelsea got? What have Chelsea got? Yeah, Semenyo's definitely going to be safe to start, I would suggest. What have Chelsea got? Can they respond? I feel like Man City don't do defending that well. Like, they're not a team that can sit there and absorb these kind of things. So this is going to be the interesting thing. Tim Voldemar have a crap back. Well, yeah, that's fair. I mean, Eddie Howe just doesn't like him, though. That's probably half the issue with him. All right, come on. Oh! Enzo Fernandez going close, but not quite close enough. All right, we're about to have a substitution here for Chelsea. Pedro Neto is on for Cucurella. Cucurella has been subbed off in the 73rd minute. Maybe Pedro Neto just didn't have 90 minutes in him. That's all I can consider that one for. Yeah, and Mbeumo since AFCON has been massively... I mean, I can't believe I've owned him for so long. I feel like if he wasn't a Man United player, I would have sold him. I felt like that's been my biggest weakness with that one. 100%. What did Chelsea got? Doku down the left-hand side. Doku looking inside. Darting. Going backwards. Kovacic takes over. Kushinov almost giving the ball away, but Semenyo does well to retrieve it. Oh, that's very nice play from Man City there. Bernardo Silva now gets in. Enzo Fernandez unfortunately loses the ball to Hato. Pedro Neto with his first touch of the game. Enzo plays it backwards. Oh, that's a little bit dicey with danger there. Sanchez does a little bit of a slice clearance. Doku gets in the way, picks it up. Now he runs at gusto. A youthful manager. Yeah, nothing to lose. It's always a bit dangerous, but you never know. You never know. Weird things can happen in life. Burnley taking points off Arsenal is definitely something that in theory could happen. Pedro Neto goes around the outside. Nice bit of coverage there from Mark Gahey, who gets across to get in the way. Oh, that's got to be a foul by Nico. Apparently not. João Pedro just goes rolling into the gutter. Probably wishes he was getting a donut at the end of his roll. Doku picks it up, plays it into Nico O'Reilly. Nico O'Reilly! Oh, he should have gone for goal. He should have gone for goal. What's he doing there? There was no cutback on offer. And he's cooked a chance. I mean... He should have gone for goal. He should have. That could have easily been Man City 2-0. Now it's going to be a penalty. I thought that was a Stonewall penalty. Let's play on anyway. We're VAR probably going to be checking that. That looked like a penalty. I have to see that back. I actually thought that was a penalty. I thought like that's going to be a penalty. How's that not a penalty? All right, Cole Palmer into the box. Oh, Gusto, what are you doing there, you wally? I don't think Carrick's been confirmed just yet. Yeah, maybe it ends 0-0. I think I predicted a 1-1 scoreline, but I could see 0-0. For what it's worth, I thought that was a penalty. When I saw that live, that looked like more of a penalty than the Kushner one on João Pedro in the first half. But obviously it can't be because they've not stopped the game yet. The ball hasn't gone out yet. Well, no, they showed the replay. VAR said not a penalty. Here we go. Cole Palmer out to Gusto again. Oh, good ball in there, forcing something from Kushnov, but it's gone straight back to Malik Gusto. Cole Palmer, edge of the box, plays it to the right, the left, sorry. Enzo, Neto, forcing a save from Trafford. Gusto picks it up. No, he doesn't. He loses it to Doku. Doku now just says to not foul. Don't foul. That's a stupid foul to give away. Caicedo wins the ball. Last 12 minutes, I reckon it's going to be pretty good here. Chelsea going to prod. Can they probe a winner? Or, sorry, probe a goal. Sorry, more the point. Enzo. João Pedro! Oh, I thought there was a chance there for him to get on the end of it, but not quite. Nico O'Reilly retrieves the ball. Doku wins the foul. No, Doku's good at doing that. Goal seems to have woken Chelsea up. Like Doku and old mate having a few choice words with each other. Love to see it. I tell you what, old mate's hand's pretty close to bloody Doku's hair. Maybe that's a red card. Oh, no, I shouldn't have said that. That's criminal. This is the problem. Like, it's not, don't worry, they're not checking it. It's, but, yeah. Williams watching ongoing. I think we might be presenting the Cup to Man City here this year. Wonder who he supports. Oh, that's a poor pass there from Haddo. Straight to a Man City player. Man City have not seen much of the ball the last 5 or so minutes, so this is a nice little piece of play for them. They try prodding it forward. Kovacic does. Nothing doing. Cole Palmer almost wins the ball back. Doesn't. João Pedro is now putting a little bit of pressure on Mark Gahey, who plays it back to Trafford. Oh, and then João Pedro just falls over and now he's hit his knee. I don't know what's happened there. That was very innocuous what happened there. João Pedro literally was just trying to put some pressure on, fell over, and now he's holding his knee. I think he's got a cramp. He's got a cramp. João Pedro's got a cramp in the 80th minute. Come on, man. Turn it up. That's pretty soft. Pedro up to his old tricks. Yeah. People flopping for hair pulls. I know. I agree. Yeah. I'm not a fan of that rule. João Pedro's definitely got a bit of cramp going on. It's 81 minutes, man. You should be fit enough to be not getting to be getting cramped now. I mean, it was a delightful goal from Semenyo. I mean, it was a good goal, very good goal. Liam, the Gallaghers were pretty happy up in the stands. Surprised there's that many City fans at Wembley, to be honest, because they were pretty sparse the other night at the Etihad Stadium. Those robots waving to robots. Right, Liam Delap has come on the field for Reece James. Don't know what that's going to do. Maybe Chelsea going to change their shape a little bit. Liam, for what it's worth, I was like, at the start of the season, I was like, before Liam Delap went to Chelsea, I was like, oh, I really hope Man United sign him. There was rumours that Man United were interested in Liam Delap. I am so glad that we didn't buy him because he's been woeful. He's been injury prone, and when he's not been injury prone, he's been crap. Watch him score a goal now. Liam Delap here to get booked. Don't mind that shout. Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe that, Rob. All right, Nico O'Reilly bursting forward here for Man City. He's gone for the pass again, the idiot. Why is he not going for goal? That's the second time Nico O'Reilly has gotten to a great position here to score, and he's spurned the opportunity to do so. I don't know why he hasn't gone for it. All right, Cherky plays it inside. Oh, it's hit the post. Far out. Mateus Nunes has just hit the post. Far out. That was so close to being a second goal. All right, Nico O'Reilly down the left-hand side. Plays a ball in, looking for Haaland. It's a offside, though. Far, that was so close to being a goal. I mean, Mateus Nunes just hits the ball, and it was actually deflected. It might have been an own goal, actually, if that had gone in from Moises Caicedo, but no. Man City in again! Oh, Robert Sanchez forced it to a save there from Ryan Cherky. Now there's another foul by Man City on a Chelsea player. 40 years ago, well, I was 0. I wasn't born yet when that happened. That's how long ago that was. Madness. All right, João Pedro's off for Alejandro Garnacho. I mean, if Garnacho scores here, this would be ridiculous. Yeah, it was a strong hand from Sanchez there for sure. And look at Garnacho, man. He looks like a flog. He looks like a washed-up footballer and he's only 22. I mean, Man City have dominated the shots on target. It's 8 shots to 5 and 4 on target to 1. Liam Delap giving away the foul here. Garnacho on for a red. Oh, Alejandro Garnacho. What a guy. What a guy. Nico O'Reilly, he should have just... There's 2 times in this half where he should have just shot. He probably scores. Like, Nico O'Reilly probably would have scored. That's got to be a foul. Apparently not. Doku, wrong side of the Chelsea defence. Oh, here we go. Semenyo. Plays into Haaland. Haaland, unfortunately, leaves the ball behind. Chelsea tried to clear the danger to Garnacho, but Mateus Nunes gets in front of him, then encourages Garnacho to come and defend. I mean, this is the one team you don't want to be trailing 1-0 to because Man City can just keep the ball. That's one thing they're actually very good at doing. Doku down the left-hand side. Retreats. Plays it all the way back to Kushinov. Kushinov almost shows too much to Liam Delap, but gets rid of it. Out to Cherky. Cherky to Mateus Nunes. Nunes cuts inside, goes past one, plays it back to Cherky. Edge of the box. Decoy right tries to get it. Nothing doing. City win back the ball yet again. Chelsea love signing a couple of dodgy wingers every season. They do. I mean, you wonder why they always want wingers, because they always keep signing crap ones. Like, they literally bought Gittins and Garnacho, right, in the off-season. They're both horrendous. One can't stay fit, and the other one is so one-dimensional, it's not even funny. All it needed was, like, for him to move to Chelsea for everyone to realise that what I'd already realised at Man United, he's not very good. Doku wins a foul here to relieve the pressure again for Man City. Almost 88 minutes gone now. Does look like this might be a 1-0. Chelsea keeps throwing away money, legit. Man City not in any great rush to get this game back underway. Thank you very much, Gary. Yeah, I know. I was sitting there. I was like, well, you actually did some. It was weird because a couple of years ago, before I moved to the UK, I actually did the commentary for the final in Kalgoorlie for the thing, and people were like going, "Oh, you should actually like try and get into that." Not too bad at calling a game of football. If I don't know the two teams and all the players, I'm pretty good. They had a AFL over here. They had a weekend where fans commentated, like instead of the commentators. It was so much fun. Like, it was people like me just getting all carried away, having a few drinks and just losing the plot a little bit when stuff happened. Signing for Chelsea is a job for life with their contracts, legit. You can almost get your pension as soon as you move there. It's already booked. All right, what did Chelsea got? Have they got anything? I don't think they've got anything. I feel like ever since João Pedro went off, they've looked... Ever since Liam Delap came on, Chelsea have looked cooked. Like, literally, they've looked cooked. Haaland's offside. Yeah, I try my best to keep up with the chat. I was like on the left, so sometimes occasionally it depends on how invested I am in the game. If it's Man United, I do sometimes struggle a little bit more to engage with the chat because I'm like writing the game because it's my team. João Pedro. Oh, no, I was going. Malagusto, Liam Delap. Oh, that's why no one wants Liam Delap, because he can't get his header anywhere near the target, comfortably over the bar. Gusto does find Liam Delap's head, but that's the reason why he's been starting on the bench all season, because he's crap. Injury? No injury? Not that I'm aware of. Johnny Stones. Oh, yeah, Stones is leaving at the end of the season, isn't he? Maybe they'll bring him on for like a farewell medal. You never know. Is Pep in a giving mood? I mean, it is only 1-0. You can't really afford to be doing some sentimental nonsense. One goal and the game's back on, isn't it? Semenyo down the right-hand side. I mean, that's clearly a foul. Yeah, fair. Shouldn't send a lap to Millwall or something. Yellow card there for Hato. No, Caicedo, sorry. Still can't believe the odds were that high for like just over 1.5 cards. It's like, what? This game was always going to have yellow cards in it. Like, both these teams know what a yellow card is. Like, Chelsea proponents for like red cards this season. Man City are the masters of the professional yellow card foul. All right, well, that's got. I mean, Chelsea are literally giving Man City every foul that they could possibly imagine. This is really bad play from Chelsea. I mean, this is not how you get the ball back. Like Man City are just rinsing and repeating, copying a stupid foul and wasting another 30 seconds. And what are Chelsea doing here? I feel like the odds over 1.5 cards are pretty high, Kunji. Like, I feel like that it's not in here or there because Chelsea haven't scored a goal, so the entire bet is going to be cooked because of that. So we need a goal in the next 2 minutes to prolong this thing. They do, exactly. I was like, I don't understand why it was so low. It must have been an error. It doesn't matter anyway because that's the part of the bet that came in, but a lot of the other parts haven't come in. Oh, Pedro, no, not quite. What did Chelsea got? We've got 1 minute left. Can they conjure anything? Or is Man City going to get the breakaway goal to win it and win 2-0? Haaland plays it to Doku. Doku to Cherky. Cherky past three of them. Trying to win the foul. Cherky out to Haaland. Haaland, horrible first touch, but does keep the ball. Haaland's not happy that it didn't get played to him earlier. Probably would have ended the game. Now Man City have got another player down injured. Another hack down. This is surely going to be the end of the game. Haaland's definitely not happy about something. It's like, feed me the ball, you Wally. I'm the goal-scoring machine. Settle down, Haaland. You're about to win. By the time they take this free kick, the only time left will be for Chelsea to sit there and play a Hail Mary and someone to run onto it and score a goal. It's just not going to happen. Wow, Man City have that's it, all over. Man City have won 1-0. I mean, there was no extra time added on to extra time there. I mean, wasn't the greatest FA Cup you ever seen in your life, but Pep Guardiola wins a domestic double here with adding the FA Cup to the already won Carabao Cup. James Trafford, obviously pretty good. He plays in the Cups that he's won both games here. Yeah, Semenyo yet again, the hero, getting the goal, the only goal of the game off a Erling Haaland assist with a nice little back-heeled finish. And that's it. What else is there to say? Oh, gutting. I was really rooting for Chelsea today. But it's really weird. I feel like Chelsea have a team very similar to Man United's. As soon as they start making changes, the team gets worse. And when they took Reece James off for Liam Delap, they looked a lot worse. When they took João Pedro off for whoever came on to replace him, they looked worse. Garnacho, that was one. For what it's worth, I feel like potentially in the first half, Chelsea probably unlucky not to get a penalty. I feel like if the ref had given that as a penalty, it wouldn't have been overturned. It was one of them weird calls. Very bizarre. I really wish Chelsea had won. £3 gone. What is that? I know Semenyo's having one of the all-time seasons here. He's been brilliant. Absolutely brilliant for Man City. I mean, I don't know how many goals he scored at Bournemouth. I feel like he'd already scored well over 10 goals. He's gone to Man City and scored well over 10 goals as well. Phil Foden, not even good enough to get on the pitch today, which is bizarre. All game I was thinking, this is a game that screams Phil Foden. We did not see him at all. Very bizarre. Gary's in London, 10 minutes behind. Darren England must have a match to play in just under 30 minutes. Probably. Ivo O'Reilly and Nunes in FPL. Am I cooked now? No. I think the fact that Man City have won here, yes, they'll celebrate it, but like they will want to make sure that Arsenal have to win on the final day. There's no way they're going to go to Bournemouth and roll over. Like imagine in the world where somehow Burnley get a point tomorrow. Like imagine that. And then Man City are fully back in. I mean, Man City already have the goal difference. Like if Arsenal drop a point, Man City will actually go top of the league if they win their 2 games. So it's still to fight for. It's just a matter of... The good news is, if you've got any Chelsea or Man City assets, they're probably good for midweek games. João Pedro obviously went off with cramp, which maybe makes him a little bit of a question mark for the Spurs game, considering there's really not... I mean, Chelsea, if they want to play in Europe, they're going to have to win the next 2 games, so maybe that is not good news for Spurs, because Chelsea are going to have to come out now and actually play some football to try and get into some sort of European place. Otherwise, they're not going to be in Europe next year, so that's got to be factored in, for sure. But yeah, a weird game. I feel like Chelsea could have offered a little bit more in this game. It was just a bizarre showing from them, to be honest. There's no way Burnley's getting points, mate. Arsenal score more than 3, 100%. I don't think Arsenal do score more than 3. I mean, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. For what it's worth. I feel like there is a world where they don't get more than 3. There's a world where Burnley sneak a goal. Like a random goal. And like, for what it's worth, like look at Arsenal's results the last few games. They haven't been fabulous. They literally got gifted a 1-0 win against West Ham the last time out. Let's be fair. That's what it was. It was a gifting because it should have been 1-1. I definitely feel there's definitely scope for them to drop something here. Let me have a look. Where are the fixtures at? Results. Where are the results? Hold on, sorry. Let's open this up. So game week 36, lucky to get a 1-0 win. Game week 35, Fulham had a tummy bug. They were cooked. The week before that, they had a very nervy 1-0 win against Newcastle. And I thought that they would bury Newcastle that day. I had Arsenal scoring multiple goals. They didn't. Then they lost to Man City in game week 33. Game week 32, they lost to Bournemouth 2-1. I mean, they've not been scoring goals. Like, that's just factual. And thinking they're going to score, like, multiple goals against Burnley, I mean, maybe they do because Burnley are crap, but there's every world where Arsenal, again, struggle to score goals. They've not been scoring goals for fun. I mean, they only put 2 past Everton. If we go back a bit further, 1 against Brighton, 2-1 against Chelsea when Chelsea had a red card. I mean, that seems pretty customary at this moment. Against Spurs and Leeds, Arsenal have dominated. Every other team, they've struggled to beat them by more than a goal. So I don't think that we're going... Even Burnley the first time, they only won 2-0. So, yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's a twist in the tail to come. And pressure does some weird things in life. People falter under pressure. Has Arsenal got the bottle to hang on? I don't know. I'm not sure if they do. You don't watch Arsenal if you think 3 goals are easy. Legit. That's how Chelsea have been playing for a while though. Yeah, Burnley are the weakest defence, even locals. Yeah, but like go back and look at the first game against... So Burnley played Arsenal back in... Sorry, I'm going to pull up the stats because it's not as easy as you think it is. Burnley versus... Where is it? Burnley have a habit of scoring in these games as well. Like, they've scored against so many teams this season. You're like, what the hell? Where is it? Burnley. Oh my God, when did they play Arsenal the first time around? It was a long time ago. Game week 11, game week 10. No. Game week 9, maybe. Game week 9, they played Arsenal. Arsenal went to Burnley. Game week 9, they won 2-0. Goals for Gyökeres and Rice that day. Stats that day were, Arsenal dominated. They should have scored a lot more. 2.42 XG to 0.42. But it only scored twice. That 8 shots on target that day, man. I don't know. I just feel like Arsenal could still bottle it. I don't know. Part of me just thinks it's going to happen still. I don't know why. I just think it does. As Steph go to score a brace off set pieces. Fulham game was a random good game from Arsenal. It was. I actually played really well. If Arsenal played that football all season long against Fulham, I'll be like, they're very worthy champions. I just feel like a lot of their games have been really just, they've won by a goal, and normally the goal's been scored off a set piece where there's about 10 fouls going on. I feel like that's why people don't rate what Arsenal have done this year. Even though they've been very good defensively, it's like their attacking play has been pretty crap in general. Against Burnley in the first 6, I don't think they do it this time. I don't think they do either. Bernardo Silva's definitely had some career, hasn't he? Absolutely. Definitely for sure. Scoring like 7 versus them. Spurs is just Eze scoring like, yeah, legit. Like Eze, if you take out those games for Eze and Arsenal playing Spurs, he's done nothing for Thing at all. Sneaky. Did I win? I don't know if I won. Did I win? It ended. Did I win? Yes, I won. Oh, it finally got me forward. It's not what I wanted, but You're getting Bayer and you're getting Bayer in Brittle City this season, mate. Crispy didn't get back to me. I needed a forward. This guy's just going to have to fill the job. I need someone to fill the job that isn't bloody Frost. So Frost is just going to go back the other way. Yeah, I did. I'm just checking now. What's going on here? Go back. Sweet. Done. Lovely. All right, my forward's done. I've even got a bit of spare coin left over as well. It's annoying because Crispy, I really wanted the one that Crispy had. This guy could be a dud, but hopefully he's not a dud. Great Wall of China. You could be lucky, though. I have to sit there and see what games he's going to play, to be honest, because he might be lucky. He might be rotated. I haven't won anything. I've had to pay for it, but I've won an auction. Send me a 1 cent. Predict the 1-2. I did. I thought Chelsea would score. They didn't score. It's really weird. They've got Mark Schwarzer doing the Stan Sports commentary. Like, what the hell? Is this just the Australian version? Why aren't copping the Australian version of this FA Cup game? Like, why are we watching Mark Schwarzer on the sideline? We've not watched that all season, have we? Has he been on the touchline for the FA Cup games? Like, surely not. Mate, if Frost proves me wrong, fair play to him. So I can tell you what's going to happen, right? So Bayer's going to go back to Brittle City for his second spell there, just so I can train him up. I've literally bought this other forward so I can just train Bayer up. That's the only reason why I bought this other forward, because he's miles behind. He needs another forward training into him, and I needed someone else that could actually score goals. So I'm just hoping this guy can score goals. If this guy scores goals, we're happy days. If he doesn't, I'm cooked. It could be another Frost in the making, but hopefully he's good. That's why I wanted the Aguero to go, but I feel like they're not going to spawn a legend that doesn't score goals. So hopefully he does. And then if he does, I'm going to be very, very happy. Because then I might not even need Bayer. I can leave Bayer at Brittle, and Brittle can end up in Division 1 as well. I mean, the Brittle team's going to be stacked. I'm just looking at it now, so I'm going to bring him out. Far out. Brittle's going to be stacked this season. It might actually go close to winning the league now. If I don't completely cook the training players. BBC got Rooney, Mike, Check, Sturridge, Shearer, Coco. Yeah, I know. I hope Casemiro scores as well, man. I've got Casemiro captain tomorrow. I'm all on board the Casemiro hype bandwagon. Hopefully he does the job for sure. I don't know if he will, but I hope he does. Sir William, what's his name? It's Sir William, isn't it? No. Prince William. My God, the Prince of Wales, not Sir William. Your Majesty, the Williams are handing out the losers' medals. You know what? I always struggle with like the losers' medals. Like, who the hell wants a losers' medal? Like, you just be like, just whatever, man. I don't want a losers' medal. I can tell you what I've done with all my losers' medals in my life. I've put them in the bin. I don't know what other players do. I don't know if they maybe keep them. Maybe at the FA Cup you want to keep it because you played in the FA Cup final, but you didn't win. For me, I'm like, I'd rather just not be given a medal. Yeah, I don't think I want the medal. Man City, why have they got these shirts on, man? 26 winners. I mean, you haven't won any. I mean, the FA Cup, this is embarrassing. Why have Man City got shirts with 26 winners on it? Like it's something cool. It's the FA Cup, man. It's not the Premier League. I don't like that. I feel like Man City wearing shirts with 26 winners on it is pretty laughable. I think that's very laughable. I mean, why on earth are you wearing shirts like that? It's not like you've won the Premier League. If you're in the Premier League, I kind of get it. But this is the FA Cup. This is not the Premier League title. Maybe they know that they're not going to win the Premier League title, so they're just wearing the 26 winners to try and fool people to think that they've won the Premier League title. We're not fooled, mate. You haven't won jack. I mean, you've won the FA Cup, but you haven't won the big prize. Let's be fair here. All right, the FA Cup is just getting moved into position to be presented to Man City, just in front of Sir William. Prince William. Oh, my God, why do I say Sir William? It's Prince William. Got my lad to bring in Casemiro for this game week. Love it, Cole. No one remembers second place exactly. You just remember who wins. Man City, I mean, this is the fourth time in a row they've actually made it to the FA Cup final. They've actually been in the FA Cup final the last 4 seasons. They beat Manchester United, then they lost to Manchester United, then they lost to Crystal Palace, and today they've beaten Chelsea. So the 50% success rate there for Pep Guardiola over the last 4 years in the FA Cup. I don't think they made 5 in a row. I think they've only made 4 in a row. I could be wrong. Maybe they have. My memory doesn't quite go back to 5 years, but I know it does in the last 4. Man City players are making their way up the famous steps at Wembley to go and get their winners' medals and to collect the trophy. Oh, God. I really just like watching Man City and Liverpool win stuff. Why can't it be Man United, man? Remember when Cherky was trolling the Arsenal with his phone, pointing the camera to their face after the Carabao Cup win? Do you think Arsenal do the same if they win? Nah, I feel like Arsenal are a bit more of a professional team, to be honest. I feel like Arteta's they're a very professional team, Arsenal. There's no... Even their flair players are really professional, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Like they're more conservative. Definitely more conservative. Why is always Pep playing with his spit? I don't know. Maybe he just likes the chewing gum. I mean, what are they waiting for? Like, are they waiting to like present? Like, they're all at the top of the stairs here. What are we waiting for here? Not actually sure what we're waiting for. Well, it looks like Mateus Nunes is going to be the first one to go up there, so I'm not sure why they're going in this stupid order. Good old Pep with the turtleneck top up the top there, shaking everyone's hands. Of course, Pep's not. I mean, what? We've actually got the worst commentators over here in Australia. Like, they're just sitting there going, "Oh, I don't think Pep's going to grab the trophy." Of course, he's not going to grab the trophy, you idiot. Why would he be grabbing the trophy? No one's been presented their medals yet. I mean, Craig Foster, Oh God, if I have to watch the World Cup through Stan Sport with that idiot providing special comments, I might actually just. Oh, I can't repeat what I'm about to say because it's not professional. He is he is everything bad about Australian football. He played for Australia a long time ago. He can't have been very good because I'd never heard of him until I unfortunately I had the sad times of having to listen to this idiot commentate on Australian games. But he is just an idiot. He is I'm trying to think of who he would be like in the UK version that's just crap. I can't think of anyone that's this cringe and that bad. Yeah, I don't actually know who would be that bad. Right, Man City getting they're almost through here. Williams taking a bit of a time to say hello to a couple of players, wish them congratulations, etc., etc. $67% of you, by the way, got the prediction correct. 33% of you, that was probably Luke and all his burner accounts. Let's be fair. What is their head-to-head City versus Arsenal in all comps this season? Pretty sure City own them. I feel like they've only played each other twice. Oh no, 3 times. So they drew in the Premier League back in game week. They definitely drew in game week, whatever it was. I feel like it was game week 4. Let's go back a bit further. I've remembered Man City went to Arsenal and they drew, I think, or did they win? I feel like they drew. It was 1-1, wasn't it? Sure it was. Why can't I see the game? My God, why can't I see it? All right, Man City are getting the trophy. Happy days. Who the hell's lifting it up there? John Stones is lifting it up with Bernardo Silva. I mean, okay, that's probably the charity for him because he obviously didn't get on the field. Game week 5, it was 1-1. So Arsenal drew 1-1 with Man City. They lost in the Carabao Cup final 2-0. They lost at the Etihad Stadium 2-1. So, yeah, in the overseason ledger, it is Man City twice winning and getting 1 draw. Arsenal are yet to actually win against Man City this season. I mean, I feel like Man City's biggest problem this year is that they've just switched off in some games. I mean, like that Everton game. Let's go back to the Everton game where they drew 3-3. Like, how are they conceding 3 goals in that game to Everton? Like that. People say that that's cost them the title. It's not just that game that's cost them the title. They've had other games where the Nottingham Forest game, they drew of Nottingham Forest. And that was a game they should never, ever have drew as well. But they drew that one as well, and they dropped 2 valuable points there as well. I feel like Arsenal have just been, they've been efficient. Like, they've been very good defensively. Those games where, Man City have conceded a goal and ended up drawing, Arsenal have won 1-0. That's the difference between the two teams. It's not much of a difference, but technically that's the difference. I think pound for pound, City are a better football team than Arsenal, but Arsenal have just been better at getting results this season. That's what it comes down to, I think, at the end of the day. Yeah. That's pretty much it. On that note, folks, we're going to wrap it up there. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. UK time for Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest. We'll be back all in on the Casemiro farewell tour. His last game at Old Trafford in the Manchester United shirt. He's captain of the D-Unit's FPL team. Can he deliver the goods? Hopefully he can. Then we'll be doing a separate stream following that for all the 3 p.m. games. And there's 4 of the 3 p.m. games tomorrow. There's actually a smorgasbord of games on tomorrow. At 3 p.m. we've got Brentford versus Crystal Palace, Everton versus Sunderland, Leeds versus Brighton, and Wolves versus Fulham. And then the late game tomorrow is Jared Bowen hopefully leading West Ham to victory over Newcastle United. That is the late kickoff at 12:30. And then obviously on Monday Night Football, it's Arsenal versus Burnley, where all the pressure will be back on Arsenal to make sure they keep winning. And then obviously on Wednesday night, it's Bournemouth versus Man City, Chelsea versus Spurs to conclude game week 37. On that note, ladies and gents, go and have a good night. Hopefully you've enjoyed the football today.